Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good, y'all? I'm headed out of this, I'm headed out. Gonna go to my next destination. Gonna head to the Jizzard. Cause I got things to do today. I got money to make. I got people to see. I gotta make sure the bills is paid. Still trusting in the Lord. Cause he got my back like chiropractic. That's what Dre said. We got your back like chiropractic. So I know the Lord got my back like chiropractic as well. So what's good, y'all? Happy Mansuit Monday. Well, I'm here to motivate, inspire, and lift you up. I'm gonna lift you all the way up on today. We're gonna stay motivated and inspired. Fellas, y'all look amazing today, man. I want to make sure I throw on my fit. Jean jacket instead of a suit jacket, but I still got the rest of my fit is still, I would say, on some casual. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely not business casual, but definitely some dress up attire. Cause I got on a collar shirt. I got a vest underneath. I got on some pants. They're kind of casual, but they're also kind of dressy. It's like a stretch fit, kind of dressy, casual kind of pant a little bit. I'll show y'all the fit later on. And then I got on some boots, brown boots. It's not gonna be, in my opinion, hot today, but it ain't gonna be like super cold. But it will. The temperature is gonna drop, I would say, later on in the evening. So when we get to that 6-7 o'clock area, it's gonna start kind of dropping. Get down to your lower 60s, I believe. Something like that, I believe. And so for me, I had to dress for the occasion for myself, while everybody else is comfortable in a t-shirt and shorts. In 60-degree weather, I'd rather have on a long sleeve shirt and some pants, shoes and all that jazz, and maybe a light jacket during that particular weather, so I can be comfortable. Now, I'm just speaking for me. Can't speak for y'all. Only speaking for me. So welcome into the room, man. Hope you're feeling great. Cool Guy Willie's in the building. What's good? What's up, cuzzo? You caught the Mansuit Monday live. You caught it early. Man. So my discussion on today, we want to talk about other languages. I feel like, I was just thinking about this recently, because I'm thinking about what I want to talk to y'all about, what I want to motivate y'all about. Now, I've been thinking about how here in America, how you doing? I'm thinking like here in America, we like one of the few, if not the only country that we don't really push like the youth to learn other languages. We just learn an English language and just let that be it. Like, we don't care about no other language. We don't care that other people come to live in the country. We have Spanish speakers to come live in the country. We have a lot of Asian people to come live in the country, a lot of Koreans and stuff like that. And we don't be trying to learn no other language but English. And so we be confused when we be in these shops in different places like that, and people are talking and we got no idea what they saying. But when you think about people in other countries, you go over in Spanish speaking countries, and sometimes even over in Korea and places like that, they'll kind of push for them to learn some English. Even if it's not the full language, they'll learn just a little bit. And it's wild though. I'm like, why don't we push our kids to try to learn a second language? Because we got to be able to communicate, right? Be able to communicate with other people, and you got the language barrier, and then we just can't communicate, and then some stuff you may not even be able to get done just because of that. You know what I'm saying? And it would be good to be able to make friends maybe with other people, with foreign people, because they know stuff too, right? They might be able to teach you a little something. So why not be able to learn a language so that way we can have, proper communication, build and continue to build bridges and build connections. So I've been thinking about how there's a couple of different languages that I would like to learn. So I'm not gonna say it on here, but there are a couple of different languages that I'm thinking about like taking seriously to actually learn, so that I can better communicate. Because I would love to be able to bridge the gap in different countries for a couple of things, especially when it comes to the music tip. I've been thinking about some of the music that I'd be listening to, and how I wish I knew what they were saying, but I know I know what they're saying. I know they're saying some interesting things, right? Because I know the type of genre of music that I listen to. So I know they're saying some dope things, some right things, in my opinion. I just know exactly what it is. And so I would like to be able to know the language and everything like that. So when I'm vibing to the music in other languages, I can really vibe with it the same way I'm a vibing to the turn up. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm jamming music in English. And pretty much every style that we listen to here in America, they got them same styles in other languages. So for example, let's say you like the Spanish music, right? You might listen to your Bad Bunnies and people like that, right? They're singing and rapping Spanish. But there's all kinds of different genres within that Spanish language that they do too. Like they do EDM type music. Some of them do hip hop, like boom bap type style of music. Some of them do trap. You know what I'm saying? They do the reggaeton. They got Dembro that I just found out about. And in the Dominican Republic, they got a genre called Dembro. And I just found out about this. And so I started doing my research on some of the Dembro style of music, and I'm like, so I'm gonna do a mix. Not this next episode, but hopefully the plan is to do a mix on not this next episode, tomorrow's episode, but next week's episode, some Dembro. So I didn't discover some dope stuff, and I actually want to play it. So just discovering the different like mini genres within the genres is dope, and we gotta broaden our horizons. We gotta broaden our horizons, and we gotta just pay attention to what other cultures are doing. Because again, we can learn from these cultures. And then I even think about like the way some of the men wear the clothes, right? Like tailor fit is by default in other because I work at a men's department store, and so when foreign people come in and they get fitted and stuff like that, they wear tailored stuff. That's something in America that we don't always do. Sometimes we have our stuff tailored, sometimes we don't. And so just learning about the styles and different things like that can really help add to your wardrobe. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up, is when you learn from other countries about, you know, the type of styles they wear, the type of style that they have and things that they wear, you can add that to your style. And so, like, one thing I went to visit Mexico some years ago, right? And they have these shoes called, what them shoes called? Huaraches. I think it's called huaraches. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're basically like they're almost a sandal kind of shoe, but they have like a stitching, they crossover stitching. It's kind of hard to explain. I may have to see if I can put it as the thumbnail on this video so y'all can see what a huarache is. But they were fire to me. Like I had a buddy, he's half Italian, half Mexican. He speaks both languages. Obviously, you know, he speaks English. He's speaking to me. And so when I went to Mexico to visit Mexico with him, he showed me the huaraches, and I had bought 2 pairs. I bought like a tan pair of huaraches, and I bought like a black pair of huaraches. It was fire. What's up, Mr. Brown? How you doing? And I thought they were fire. So I had bought a couple of different ones, and unfortunately I had to abandon them when I left and moved out of the state. But they were fire shoes. And so whenever I copped those, what I wanted to do was incorporate that in the fit that I was wearing. So anytime I feel like dressing up, I'm wearing a button-up shirt, you know what I'm saying? I'm wearing the slacks, the jacket, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I would sometimes put on those huaraches, you know, to complete the fit. And so I was able to kind of add to my wardrobe and kind of switch up the style. And it's something that I don't think a lot of people in America really have, because they don't really know about that. And so I was able to add to the style and just add to, you know, a different aesthetic, which I thought was really dope. So, and that's the hope, and that's the point I'm trying to make, is that we can learn from other countries and we can just incorporate that into the fit. So when it comes to like a Mansuit Monday, where you're able to dress up, presentation and things like that, you're able to do something maybe somebody else is not able to do because they don't know about other cultures. Instead of knowing the language, you can understand what's going on in the culture, you can understand the different styles, and you can just add that to yours and just switch things up and keep people guessing. And I'm the kind of person I want to kind of keep people guessing too, right? Like I'm not gonna go far left with it and put on a dress or nothing like that. I'm not doing extra like that. But what I will do is I'll incorporate certain styles or certain things that I might have seen in other people, or different examples that I might have seen, and I'm like, I can add that in, kind of switch it up. And I'll give you another example, right? So I went to church yesterday, and something I've kind of been doing lately is wearing dress shoes without socks. And I was never into that. I was like, man, I ain't finna do that. That's weird to me. And I did. I thought it was weird at first, but I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. Let me try something new. And so Some of last week, and then also on Sunday. Well, a lot of last week, I would say that I would wear the dress shoes without the socks, and what I end up doing with my pants is that I would kind of roll them up a little bit. Cause I had like a little roll up. They kind of looked like I was, in the island somewhere or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had rolled up pants, and then I had on these dress shoes. Some of them were loafers, some of them are not, with no socks. And it felt good. It was kind of dope. I thought it was really dope. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. And so just switching it up and doing something different. And like I said, you're not gonna be into everything that you see. Some stuff you're gonna see and you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't into that. And you may never be into it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why the beauty of style is diversity. The diversity, different colors, the different styles, the different things you can incorporate. You can put a whole different fit together and really just stand out. Because men on this channel, I want the men to stand out. I want men to have your own style, incorporate what's comfortable to you, what's dope to you, and kind of create your own lane. So that when you can be an individual, because we are called to be individuals, not to be like everybody else. You can have some influence by other people and incorporate some things, but at the end of the day, you want to be who you are, who you're supposed to be. So, create your own style. Nothing wrong with that. Be unique, because you are unique and fearfully and wonderfully made. So be just that. That's pretty much what I want to talk about. Incorporate the style and just learn. Be willing to learn other languages. And I want to know how y'all feel about that. Are y'all willing to learn another language? Given the opportunity presented. If you were able to, let's say you were able to take a free class, somebody said, I'm going to teach you how to speak Portuguese, for example, right? Let's say somebody said, you know what, I speak the language fluently. I'm willing to take the time to teach you. We can do a class once a week, and I'm gonna teach you how to speak the language Portuguese until you get fluent. If somebody was willing to take that time to teach you, would you be willing to learn? Let's say it was really a language that you really wanted to speak. Again, like if it was Portuguese, or maybe if it was an African language or something like that. Or if it was a German language. Like if somebody were to take the time to say, hey, I want to teach you, would you be willing to learn it? Here in America, man, we'd be closed off. So my suggestion is say, hey, if you're interested in learning another language, do it. And also another thing that I didn't really talk about yet as well is the fact that some jobs, if you know how to speak Spanish or whatever, some jobs will actually pay you more money for being able to speak the language. So you may get paid a whole dollar or two more than everybody else because you know how to speak a second language, and that makes you more valuable in their eyes. So that's like a dope perk to just learning another language. So I say, learn it. So I'll say in America, let's normalize learning more than one language, and also let's normalize teaching your kids a second or third language, because they might just need it, and you never know. So that's really all I want to say, all I want to talk about on today. Just hey, my suggestion is hey, dress up on a Monday, fellas. Dress up on a Monday, and let's normalize learning a second language. That's it. So God bless y'all. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all tomorrow. If not all of y'all tomorrow on the Pull Up Radio Show. I'll be back in full effect, ready to get it in. So love y'all. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. There you go.